Welcome to the Rogers Kakasungura YouTube channel. The opposition team in Kenya is gaining momentum with a number of people joining it. Because as we speak, we have the united opposition that is being led by Rigathi Gachagua, Fred Matiang'i and the rest. That is team number one. Team number two, we have Edwin Sifuna, Babu Owino, James Orengo and the rest. That's team number two. Team number three, we now have the Gen Zs, and team number four, Ndindi Nyoro is now a single-handed opposition leader because he's injecting. When there was a move to increase the fuel prices and blame it on the global crisis, Ndindi Nyoro came to the public as an economist and heavily injected on why he feels the government wants to steal from the people, especially William Samoei Ruto. He questioned on the G to G deal and said, when there is a G to G deal, it should be a government to the government. Where do we have brokers in between? Where do we have private companies in between that is brokering fuel on behalf of the government? So this heat is driving William Ruto crazy. And William Ruto feels the heat is becoming too much to handle. That is why he rushed to Kiharu to go and beg Ndindi Nyoro to come to the government. In politics, we know how leaders speak. Leaders like William Ruto have dogs that bark. And these dogs are the ones who deliver the message on behalf of him. If Ruto wants to attack someone, he sends the dogs. We have the likes of Kimani Ichung'wah, Silvana Zosoro. You know William Ruto's dogs, how they bark. So today, he went to Kiharu. Kiharu constituency is Ndindi Nyoro's constituency. And they thought by kicking Ndindi Nyoro out of the parliamentary budget committee, Ndindi Nyoro is going to be crippled and cannot do development. But what Ndindi Nyoro was doing when he was in the budget committee is the same things he's even doing more when he is out of that budget committee. What is anchoring William Ruto is how Ndindi Nyoro is speaking facts. And he's fearing as well to the general election, Ndindi Nyoro might blast and give out inside secrets that might affect William Ruto in the coming general elections. Remember, IMF is watching. When William Ruto lowered the 16% VAT to 8%, IMF complained and said there's going to be a crisis. So William Ruto is fearing that going forward, if we cannot win Ndindi Nyoro back to the government, it's going to get it rough, especially on matters economy. Because Ndindi Nyoro is an economist. Ndindi Nyoro speaks from an informed perspective. He doesn't speak like a layman's. Ndindi Nyoro injects from an informed perspective. He's been there, he understands. He knows how things are done in parliament, he knows how things are done in the state. He understands so much because he was so close to William Ruto. So this hit has reached William Ruto. So William Ruto today organized a team of his team. I saw Alice Wahome. Alice Wahome, with the instructions from William Ruto, they are now begging Ndindi Nyoro to come back to the UDA government. They are begging Ndindi Nyoro to come back to the Kenya Kwanza government. But will Ndindi Nyoro come back? Can we listen to what Alice Wahome was saying?
Excellency, hata mjumbe wa hapa Kiharu ni rafiki yetu kwa sababu Mheshimiwa Dede tulitafuta na yeye kura, na kwa hivyo kuna mambo anaongea akiwa nje ya serikali. Kuna mambo anaongea ya ushuru, kuna mambo anaongea ya mafuta, kuna mambo anaongea ya uchumi. Mimi nauliza Dede kama ndugu yangu, hiyo mambo anaongea haiwezi fanyika ukiwa nje ya serikali. Tunauliza Mheshimiwa Dede arudi kwa serikali.
So these words are not from Alice Wahome. I can bet. Maneno haya anazungumza huyu mwanadada si maneno yake. Haya ni maneno ya Kasongo. Kasongo aliwapeleka mkutano akamwambia Ndindi Nyoro anatumaliza. If we are going to sit like this, Ndindi Nyoro is going to finish us. Because this individual has facts at fingertips. Ako na facts kwa vidole. He injects and Kenyans are believing on him. So wameenda pale kwa constituency yako na mwambia Ndindi Nyoro tafadhali. Ndugu, please don't speak from outside the government. Jamani, tunakufa, kujeni. Mesikia vile Wahome ana beg. Kujeni tafadhali. Kuja uongee kutoka ndani ya serikali. Kuja ndugu, kuja, just come please. Kwa sababu Ruto anajua with Ndindi Nyoro outside there, things are going to be tough. Ndindi Nyoro injected. If you've been following Ndindi Nyoro, wakati issue ya mafuta ilianza, you can bear witness. Ndindi Nyoro understands what he's saying. Because I'm sorry to say this, they jointly invested with William Ruto in some companies, like now the Kenya Power and the rest. When Gachagua is injecting from the other end, when Matiang'i is injecting from the other end, when Babu Owino and Sifuna are injecting from the other end, Ndindi Nyoro is here speaking from what he knows, not what is being told. Ndindi Nyoro speaks from what he knows. So Ruto fears that if Ndindi Nyoro joins Gachagua, you know Gachagua receives intelligence, briefs. Na Gachagua has people in government who tells him secrets. So William Ruto is fearing if Mount Kenya unites, Mount Kenya unites, that is, if Ndindi Nyoro joins Gachagua with Uhuru Kenyatta, Ruto fears Ndindi Nyoro is going to finish him. Gachagua speaks the truth. Ndindi Nyoro speaks the truth from an informed perspective, economic perspective. Wakati mtu ameishiwa power, hii ndio signs and symptoms ya mtu ambaye ameishiwa power. Ruto ameishiwa power mpaka amekuwa desperate kwenda kulilia Ndindi Nyoro. Anapigia Ndindi Nyoro magoti. Eti tafadhali, Ndindi Nyoro tunakuomba tafadhali. Rudini kwa serikali tafadhali Ndindi Nyoro. Usizungumze ukiwa pale nje tafadhali Ndindi Nyoro. Ndindi Nyoro kuja ingia kwa serikali. Desperation. William Ruto is so desperate. Niliwaambia hata huyu mtoto ambaye hana mandevu, huyu mnaita Kimani Ichung'wah, he is also going to run away from that government. And get it from me, Kimani Ichung'wah will not be re-elected as the Kikuyu member of parliament. The ground is very hostile on him. That one, I am 100% sure. He is not going to be re-elected as a member of parliament. Even himself, he knows that. He's only clinching on William Ruto just to find an appointment in case, by miracles, William Ruto wins in 2027. But Kimani Ichung'wah, kupigiwa kura na wananchi, he's also been chased several times by the public. That itself tells you he has lost the ground. But anyway, if you're watching this, ladies and gentlemen, I beseech you, please make sure you click the subscribe button. And of course, remember to turn on your notification bell. One time is constant. We are not changing the slogan. That is it.